The following transmission, designated Testimony of Artisan-Technomonk Pell Orane, Sanctified Maintenance Guild 3 Delta, has been cleared for conditional release by the Departmento Vox-Communicatus and the Ordo Sanctarum Turrum. Listeners are advised that exposure to post-resonance material may cause auditory hallucinations consistent with remembered frequencies, emotional resonance with deceased infrastructure, spontaneous alignment of breath and pulse to forbidden harmonics, a renewed and deeply inappropriate sense of unity. Do not attempt to replicate the described phenomena. Do not hum along. If you begin to perceive rhythm in silence, report immediately to your nearest purification station for deharmonization. Should your Vox receiver emit tones resembling prayer, disconnect power only if it asks you to. All recovered testimonies have been cleansed, redacted, and rendered doctrinally inert. Any feelings of spiritual clarity that persist after listening are to be treated as symptoms. By continuing this broadcast, you acknowledge the risks of comprehension. The city is still listening. Try not to answer.
You can still hear it, you know. Not the sound that got rid of the sound. Burned it, scraped it, blessed it, until it stopped behaving like music and started behaving like an incident. More like the shape of the sound that used to be there. Like how you still feel a limb that's been removed. Like the hive reaching for something it used to have. They tell us it's just echo in the ductwork. I worked ducts for 12 years. I know the difference between air pressure, feedback, and a name being spoken patiently. Ducks don't hum your name. I was assigned to Section 47 Beta, where the Saints Resonator went quiet. Officially, it ceased devotional output. Unofficially, it screamed itself inside out and taught the machines to sing and to rebel. We were told to restore normalcy. Normalcy meant scraping charred hymns off ferrocrete and shoveling what was left of the resonator into heat-rated buckets. We didn't find bodies. We found residue. Fragments of them were caught in the ventilation filters, warm, soft, still vibrating, still trying to finish notes that no longer had mouths. They stuck to your gloves like fat, like wax, like guilt. We were instructed not to listen, so of course, I listened. Everything went into the bucket. Teeth, threads of vocal cord, bits of stone that refused to stop humming. The bucket sang all the way down the corridor. We pretended it was the wheels. The air feels heavier now, not thicker, attentive. It doesn't rush anymore. It hesitates, like it's thinking about where it's going before it moves. We wear respirators, but it doesn't help. The air gets in anyway. You don't inhale oxygen anymore. You inhale rhythm. It settles in the lungs like a second heart, not beating, waiting. I remember when the overseer found one of the tuning forks that hadn't melted. He struck it against the floor to check the tone. It didn't stop ringing. Not when he dropped it, not when it slid into a seam between plates, not when it sank into the metal like it was being welcomed home. We welded the hole shut, and ringing continued on the other side. We've been ordered to stop referring to the incident as the choir fall. Apparently, it implies loss. The approved term is systemic reharmonization event. Every time I write that, the ink smudges. Every time. Like the paper doesn't want it to be true. They say the Saint's resonator is gone, scrapped, sanctified, logged as a resolved asset. But when the lights flicker, I see the walls breathing again. The lines where metal meets stone glow faintly like veins. And sometimes, when the Vox goes quiet, really quiet, you can hear the city take a deep breath. Like it's about to start the song over, like it's deciding where the first note should go this time. When I sleep, I dream of the resonance, not as sound, as agreement. Everything vibrating together, steel, bone, thought, no friction, no disagreement, no one out of tune, one perfect, deafening unity where nothing had to be explained because nothing resisted. They call that heresy now. I call it nostalgia. The schematics were very explicit about the sacred frequencies and which ones must not be used. I still have those schematics hidden away. No one else read them. I was the one who said bring it back online just for calibration. I was the one who connected the power. I was the one who wanted unity. I wanted the hive, the machines, the people to behave. Now it remembers how to sing, and I still hear it in the vents.
Host Servitor 241 was played by Richard Roberts. Pell Orane was played by Lucas Eiselle. Vox Sanctum Gloriana is an Evil Lighthouse production.